coasting the Canadian provinces I'm driving through for absolutely no reason. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Northwest Territories. What am I doing here? Yes, the Northwest Territories, the part of Canada that sounds less like a destination and more like a vague warning. You know you are remote when even Canadians say, wait, people live there? When you find yourself in the Northwest Territories, Google Maps will ask you for directions. Now, let's talk about this name for a second. Northwest Territories. That's not a name, that is a general direction. It's like someone was halfway through naming it, shrugged and said, Northwest? That's good enough. Who's even gonna check? Honestly, nowadays, it doesn't even make sense. When they first named it, sure, it was northwest of what mattered, but now it's more like the north, middle, sorta east territories. But hey, if traveling this country has taught me anything, it's that geography's more of a suggestion up here anyway. Now your capital, Yellowknife, the shining beacon of civilization, population 20,000, or as Toronto would call it, a slightly busy Starbucks. Yellowknife, the only city where it's totally normal to have your eyelashes freeze together before you finish breakfast. A place where the mosquitoes are so large, they could legally be considered air traffic. You don't swat at them, you file an incident report and hope they don't sue you. Getting around in the Northwest Territories is its own Olympic sport. You either get the gold or you die. You've got 2 highways, 1 ice road, and about 800 good luck trails. Transportation choices include dog sled, float plane, snowmobile, or just aggressively yelling mush at the horizon and hoping like hell something answers. There are 2 seasons in the Northwest Territories, winter and preparing for winter. You know it's bad when spring is defined as the time that the ice goes from being hard death to wet death. And you really have 2 settings for sunlight. Either the sun never goes away and it feels like you're being interrogated by God himself, or you don't see daylight for 3 months straight and you start introducing yourself to your furniture just to feel less alone. And let's not forget about the wildlife. Most Canadians worry about raccoons tipping over their trash. In the Northwest Territories, you worry about a moose falling in love with your SUV. Sorry, kids, I can't take you to school until he finishes. You haven't known terror until you've made eye contact with a 1,000-pound animal that can stomp you into paste without effort and knows it. Then there are mosquitoes. In the rest of the world, they're an annoyance. In the Northwest Territories, they are a scheduled event. Tourists come for the aurora, but stay because they were physically carried off by mosquitoes the size of baseballs. When you swat a mosquito here, it swats back even harder and it will make you cry. And what about the famous Great Slave Lake? Oh no. Beautiful, iconic, a natural wonder. But nobody had the heart to tell the first explorers that the name sounds like they lost a bet and had to name it on a racist dare. Now, if you manage to survive the frostbite, the endless daylight, the bears, the bugs, and the fact that your nearest neighbor might be 300 kilometers away, congratulations! But you're still not considered a local until you've owned at least 3 parkas and eaten something that once looked you in the eye. Because that's the thing about the Northwest Territories. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not even for the slightly robust of heart. It's for people who laugh in the face of 50-degree below zero wind chill and think a 6-hour drive with no gas stations is just a good time to clear your head. But beneath the permafrost, the polar bears, and the clouds of bloodthirsty bugs, there's something really amazing. Community, kindness, and courage. People up here don't just endure the North, they embrace it. You don't survive in the Northwest Territories by being tough. You survive by being tough, funny, stubborn, and knowing how to fix a snowmobile with duct tape and good intentions. This is a place where the sky is bigger, the stars are brighter, and the aurora is so beautiful it'll make you forget that your eyeballs have frozen open. It's a place where your neighbor could be someone 400 kilometers away, but if you call them, they'll still show up with a shovel and a thermos full of booze. The Northwest Territories, where every day is an adventure, every mosquito is a Zelda boss battle, and every person you meet could teach a masterclass in how to laugh at the cold, the dark, and just about everything else life throws at them. Remember, kids, if you spot one of these stickers, take a picture and tag me on Instagram. So here's to you, Northwest Territories, rugged, remote, frozen, wild, weird, and absolutely wonderful. Stay strange, stay strong, and seriously, invent mosquito-proof armor already. You deserve it. The Northwest Territories. What the hell am I doing here? I'm not asking, I'm just telling you what the province's motto is. I'm gonna go now.